Okay, welcome back to Tango Angeles. Finally, we have a chance to catch up with Andrea Monti. Thank you for being here. And if you're watching this right now, or any time that you watch this, you should be sitting at home clapping and giving Andrea a huge round of applause because of the excellent job that she does in organizing this championship festival every year. I can tell you from personal experience that getting a small group of people together to do anything these days is, almost impossible, let alone to do what Andrea has accomplished in bringing together so many talented performers, the judges, just organizing with the hotel, everything. So anyway, welcome, Andrea.
Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Thank you for being here to do this with us. And how is it going this year compared to previous years? Is it growing? Is it changing?
Yes, it's growing. The biggest difference is that we are national today, because in the first years it was always national because it's an official event for the whole country. But what happened in the first 2 years, we got more couples from closer areas, like for example most from California, from different cities, and Phoenix, Arizona, the states that are closer. But today, this year, we got couples from almost every state participating, and I'm very happy with that because this is what I wanted to achieve. That is a national competition. It's not a local thing. It's a national official competition, the championship of the United States, and so we need to have representatives from all the places. This is very difficult because, of course, it takes time to reach to all the communities in the United States. This is a huge country. It's very difficult to reach everybody. The people are scared. They want to know what is this. And so it took some time to reach this level, and finally we got it. I talk in plural because I do the organization and the direction, and I work from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. of the following day. But all the team that I have is amazing, and without them I could not do it. And also my new partner, who is super, is my right hand.
What's his name?
It's Adrian Durso. He has helped me a lot in this last year, and I have a team of 11 people who are all the year with me, trying to help me from the beginning. And then I have a team of 30 people who volunteer at the event, because we need a lot of people to have all under control, organized, all the spots. We have several positions at the same time, and the event runs from 10 a.m. to the following day at 3 a.m. So I need a lot of people, and everything this year was perfect. You can tell. So I'm super happy with that.
I can tell they really care about you.
Yes.
Everybody working behind the front desk to the ladies that organize the attendance here into the hallways. It's very obvious that they're really looking out for you, making sure that they do a great job in keeping a really easy flow for everybody.
Yes, it's true. They are completely necessary and a part of this. Without the team, we cannot do it. So I appreciate a lot their support and help. And I do a lot of the work. You cannot imagine. All the details is impossible to describe all day long, all night, but it's like this. It's like this.
There are approximately twice as many competitors this year as last year. Is that right? I heard say there's around 44 couples that competed.
Yes. We had 44, but one couple withdrew at the last minute. I don't know why, but they didn't turn up. So we had 43 couples competing in Tango de Pista. Is the new name for the Salon tango category. They changed it because there was a bit of confusion outside Buenos Aires about the name of the category, because in the tango, the social tango that we dance in the milonga, there are different styles. The main two styles were Salon or milonguero style. So there was a bit of confusion in certain branches outside Buenos Aires where the people are not so clear about that and thought, it's only this style because the name of the category was Salon. But actually Salon means people who dance in a ballroom all together in a social dance. That was the name. Now they changed it in Buenos Aires to Tango de Pista. Pista is the floor, the dance floor, so it's the same, but it's to avoid the confusion between the styles that can be danced in a salon. Do you get what I mean?
Which means that if, for example, I guess, again, I'm going to use the term loosely, if somebody dances milonguero style, they could still compete.
Of course, because
it's not restricted
it's
to the
salon dancing, which means it's what you do in a social ballroom, dancing together with other people. So all the styles are taken into account for competing, not only the salon style. The category was named Salon, but because of the ballroom, not because of the style. So now it's Tango de Pista. Everybody can dance. Yeah,
hugely represented this year.
Yes, this year we had 3 senior couples with the same sex. We always had 1, but now we have 3 in seniors. 1 in Salon, 1 in Tango de Pista, the official category. And we also got a couple with 2 men from New York. That they are super happy. They are enjoying a lot, and
they're quite wonderful.
Yeah, they are super musical. So it's very nice because this is open for everybody. It doesn't matter anything, and I mean.
Has it always been that way? As far as are there rules governing that?
No,
it's always
the rules that come from Buenos Aires, that are for all the official branches, are the same that from Buenos Aires, and never ever was nothing was said about this. Is of course you need to understand the culture, no? The Argentine culture is very traditional about this because our tango comes from many years ago, and the tradition went from one generation to the next. So it's very traditional. But in the last years, everybody accepts it that, of course, if I am...
So one day we could see world champions as being a same-sex couple.
We could, because they are participating at the Tango World Cup already. We had 2 couples. Actually, last year there was a couple with 2 young men competing together. They were fantastic. But well, because it's so traditional, and the tango with a man and a woman, and the roles were very defined, and the clothes according to the roles, so it will take some time. But it doesn't mean they cannot get there. Actually, they are everybody's competing, and they are getting closer and closer. It has to do with the level. It doesn't matter who competes. And the age, also, it doesn't matter. We open the senior category because I think many of the people who are older don't dare to compete with the younger ones. Because there are differences in style, in the dynamics, and it's not the same. So the seniors is very good because they are more enthusiastic to do it, no? They feel safer. In Buenos Aires, they are taking into account this possibility of opening Salon for seniors next year, because they also are having a lot of requests. Because it's true. I mean,
that's wonderful.
I don't know.
Somebody like me could actually compete next year.
You could compete in the official category. There is no restrictions. Only that you need to be older than 18 years old.
Well, let's see.
But there is no anybody can compete. But they are considering open seniors to encourage the older generations to come to compete. So we already have it here.
Yeah, speaking of which, there were some people last night just mingling around, made a comment to me that it felt like the attendance of the people attending the festival this weekend seemed to be a little bit older crowd, not as younger as it was last year. Do you find that to be true?
No, I didn't notice that. Not specifically. I mean, the tango, you need to understand this. The very, very young people don't understand the music. The music is very local, very Argentine. It's a popular, the music is popular music, so it's very difficult for the very young. I mean, adolescents, people who are 18, 20s, it's not so frequent that you can see outside Buenos Aires. I am talking, no, because in Buenos Aires we have a lot of young people, but it's going to be bigger the older crowd, because we grew, for example, in my case, I grew up with my parents playing tango all day long, from the morning to the evening, and my father liked Piazzolla, and he liked Edmundo Rivero, all these people who is more music to listen to, not to dance. And my mother was a social dancer. She loved dancing, so she played Pugliese, D'Arienzo, Biaggi all day long. She told me, you need to learn, this is vals, this is milonga, this is. So we learn with this, you understand? And we accept this, it's in our blood. So what happened with the younger people, especially the people who live outside Buenos Aires, who didn't get exposure to this, and they know later, it's very difficult because of the music and because there is another reason. The tango makes two people come close, physically speaking and emotionally speaking. You need to connect with the other person. And the very young are like, it's difficult for them because when they are in certain ages that they don't, they don't want to have this contact so close. Even for the older people here, it's still an issue because here the people are more distant, they don't touch, they don't kiss so much. So the tango makes you closer. The tango makes you change partners now with other people. It's a lot of changes. And the older people are more
accepting of this.
More accepting, yes. And the younger are coming. We need young crowd. If we want to grow up the community, we need to. But I see more people, especially in San Francisco, for example. There are a lot of more young people in the last years. But of course, the old people are going to be. There are going to be more old people because it's normal, because the tango is, you need also to understand, you need to have some experience in your life to understand the tango. So it's not for very young. This is my view. It's not for children, of course not. You need certain sensibilities to understand what I mean. You need to understand it from inside you, otherwise it doesn't happen. It's not like some other music that, okay.
Not like rock and roll, for sure.
And it's difficult. It's very difficult to learn, especially for the men. So you have a lot of filters, right?
But, you know, I've been reading a lot, especially with the youth in Argentina, how the younger people in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, let's say, are discovering the old traditional ways of dancing.
Yes.
And it's like a vintage thing, like, ooh, they're discovering.
It's true.
And I think they're delighting in that once they get a feel for it. It seems like.
Nowadays there are a lot of places for young crowds. We have practicas. We call them practicas because the milongas are so crowded that you cannot do it all you want. And the young people want to do more stuff. So there is no place. in the milongas for more stuff. Then we have the practicas. That the practicas are normally in the afternoon or late afternoon till the evening. And so we all go there, and the level is usually higher. The average age is 35, 40 or less, it depends. But we have those spaces, and they still go to the milongas. There are milongas for that the crowd is older, milongas with middle age, mixture of ages, and there are milongas with younger crowds. So you know where to go. If you are from Buenos Aires, you know where to go.
Andrea, I've noticed in the last few years that there's a increase in regional competitions. And I'm wondering how that affects, because of course you are the only official venue for the U.S. Championships leading to the Mundial in Buenos Aires.
Yes.
And my question is, does that affect what you do here, and how does it affect it?
Well, I'm not sure about that yet because I haven't got into that yet. I know there are a lot of local competitions in different cities and states, and in a way it may affect, because why? If there is a competition, I don't know, in Philadelphia or New York or Boston on the other side, some people might decide to go there and not here, but because of economic question, because you need to schedule this. I mean, you need to pay a plane ticket, the hotel to host yourself here for 4 or 5 nights, the registration, you need to have availability. I mean, if everybody's working, so you need to stop working to come here. And if you have a local competition where you could do it, maybe you decide to go there. It's not the same, because it's not the same. The local competitions are very small, and this is the official branch and the national branch. But maybe for a few people this is more comfortable. This is how I see it. So it may affect in that sense, but the people who really want to do it at another level, and they want to experience what it is to be here in the biggest one, the official one, and that you have the possibility of traveling to Argentina, experience a different thing because of the organization, the whole thing, how it is made, then they will come here. And the winners of the other competitions need to come here. It's not related though, because there is no relation between them and us. I mean, they are not part of this. But all the people who win in the other competition will want to come here to see if they are really winning, because it's not the same to win between 10 couples and win between 50 couples, right?
Well, and I'd like to comment also that as we get a lot of great feedback from our viewers, from people who listen to our show, how much they love the commentary and the information we bring them, but I want to emphasize that it does not compare at all to being here and to experience the high level of these performers. I mean, they're extraordinary to watch. And to be here, well, I guess it's the same as going to a football game, or, you know,
yes,
or showing up at a baseball stadium when you smell the hot dogs and the smell of the beer and the people around you, and you actually get to see the players on the field as opposed to watching on TV. It's a completely different experience.
It's true.
And
I also wanted to know the good side of the regional competitions, because there is always this and that, is that because they are organizing this in their places, they are encouraging the people to get ready, to prepare, to practice. In this way, everybody is more involved with the tango, the community grows, the level of the people is growing, because you need to prepare, you need to practice, you need to take classes, so everybody benefits from this. And if they have more people, potentially more of those people may want to come to compete also here. So I don't know if it's affecting or not, we don't know. But
well, and having the interactions with all the people, I mean, you know, being at home and watching rerun videos of the, when you come here and you go, for example, to the Milonga at night, and you see people that you know,
Yes.
and you make these friendships,
Yes.
and it's this huge community of people gathering in one place under the conditions that you've helped to create here, is a completely
Yes.
different experience.
I also want to say I like when we work together, no, supporting each other, because all the people who organize events like this or maybe smaller events, it's a lot of work. We put all to do this. It's a lot of time, energy, it's a lot of money, and we all support each other, and we support this. That is the unique event that we have in the United States, because after all, as I said yesterday, from here, the U.S. representative, official representative of the whole country, we are sending him to Buenos Aires to represent the United States. So we all should be happy that this is happening. We have somebody that goes there to represent the country. It's ours. We need to support. So I think this is the best way to do it if we really want the tango community to grow up and be better and have better level. It's the only way. If we start splitting up in, she's doing this, I don't do that, I don't know. There are a lot of ego in the
And I agree with you that what you do here should be supported, and you're absolutely right. And we send a representative from the United States, and the best way for to support this venue is to actually fly into San Francisco and attend this beautiful organization that you've put together here.
Yes.
What else would you like to add as a closing statement about?
I would like to say to all the people who the different things, to all the people who compete, that I am very thankful, and I really appreciate all the effort they made to come here and do their best. They should be happy only for participating, and encourage them to continue, because this is, when you have an objective or a deadline or something to do something for, is different. This makes the people to really want to improve. And this is the way, this is the great benefits of the competition. Beyond who wins and beyond who loses, the most important thing is that the people are participating, are dancing, and want to improve. This is the most important. And all of the teachers, the instructors, the milongas get an advantage, because more people take classes, more people practice, more people go to dance to practice, and in this way we support each other. And also I want to thank all the people who came to the festival. We had 4 spectacular professional master teachers coming from Buenos Aires. They are so good as maestros and as performers. You could see the show last night. And every year I do a good work to bring the best that I can, and I always, it's not because it's me, but
No,
I know because they are my colleagues and they are my friends, and I know
exceptional
how they
dancers.
work. Yes, so
No
the
question.
people who participated at the festival, taking the workshops, coming to the milongas, the two live music bands that we had, and also the singer. There are a lot of things. We had also on Thursday and Friday performances by special guests that were also champions. We had a couple who were a champion giving a competitive workshops. The panel of judges was great. 10 judges this year. 10 judges, okay? It's a lot of work and money. But the result you can see. This is the best ever, I think.
I agree. And this is our 3rd year here, and I think the level of the competitors is higher.
Yes, much higher. It's more difficult now.
to win, exactly, yes.
It's more difficult, but it's better.
Yeah.
It's very nice when we see the improvement. Okay?
Thank you.
so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank you,
coming
thank
to
you.
cover the competition.
Yeah, thank you. And of course, I'm Ronaldo, and for Tango Angeles. And don't go away, because we're going to be back tonight with lots more.